Most students think that they have a time management problem. I don't think that's true. Because when I watch students study, I notice something weird. They'll sit on their desk for 8 hours and somehow end up studying for only 3. Not because they're lazy, but because they've gotten really good at doing things that feel like studying. So today I want to give you a very simple mental model, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. In fact, the next time you sit down to study, you'll be able to look at what you're doing and instantly know, am I actually studying or am I just wasting time? Let's begin. So here's the model. Time waste is actually pretty simple. It's basically doing anything other than studying. That's it. But the mistake that most students make is that they think that anything other than studying means scrolling Instagram, watching Netflix, watching YouTube, all of that stuff. That's actually just one part of the problem. There are actually two ways that students waste time. Number one, non-study related tasks. Number two, study related tasks that feel productive but don't actually help you learn. And honestly, the second category is what's more dangerous. Because at least when you're scrolling, you know when you're wasting time. The fake productive stuff is usually harder to spot. Let's start with the obvious one, non-study related tasks. This is the easy stuff. Scrolling, checking notifications every 5 minutes, watching random videos, opening Instagram for a minute and somehow ending up there for 40. You already know this is bad. Now the question is, why do we still do it? The answer is that because we're usually trying to escape the discomfort of studying. Studying feels difficult, scrolling feels easy. So whenever your brain gets uncomfortable, it starts to negotiate. Just one more reel, just one video, just check WhatsApp, and suddenly your study session is gone. Whenever this happens, I have two methods to deal with this. First is the meditation method. A meditation consists of 4 stages. When you're meditating, you want to focus on your breath. That's the first stage. You're focusing on your breath, then your thoughts begin to diverge and you begin to get distracted. Once that happens, and you still haven't realized it yet, then comes a phase when you realize that you've gotten distracted. That's the third phase. And then the fourth phase where you come back and focus on your breath. You're focused on studying, you feel the urge to go check WhatsApp or go check Instagram. Then you realize that you have that urge of checking Instagram notifications. Then you choose not to act on it and come back to studying. That's the meditation method. The second method is that I ask myself this one simple question. What is it that I'm trading right now? Because believe it or not, everything in this world comes at a cost. The reels that you're watching, the notifications that you're checking, the web series that you're binging, all of this comes at the cost of your marks, your CGPA, your rank, and potentially even your placement and actual money. You trade all of this for just 30 seconds of entertainment. How pathetic is that? But when you frame it as a trade-off, the decision becomes much clearer. But here's the thing, scrolling isn't even the biggest problem. There's another category that traps students more often. But here's the thing, scrolling isn't even the biggest problem. There's another category that traps ambitious students more often. And the category is this one. This is where things get dangerous. Because now it looks like you're studying, but you're not really moving forward. For example, talking to friends about a study related topic. The discussion starts at studying and ends up 40 minutes later at someone's girlfriend. Or watching study strategy videos like this one. Or making prettier notes, rewriting notes, color coding everything, optimizing your study setup, finding the perfect timetable, finding the perfect pen, finding the perfect productivity app. All of that is not really studying. And before anyone gets angry, I'm not saying that these things are completely useless. I'm saying that students often use them to avoid something. That is actual studying. It's like standing outside a gym, watching workout videos, discussing workout routines instead of actually going there and lifting weights. And that is the elephant in the room. Most students don't have a productivity problem. They have a studying problem. They're spending too much time preparing to study and not enough time studying. Which brings us to the most important part of the video. The 90% rule. Whenever I sit down to study, I follow a very simple rule. 10% of the time should be spent planning, setting goals, deciding what to do. That's important, but only for a small part of your session. The other 90% should be spent only doing one of four things: understanding, memorizing, solving, and correcting. That's it. Let's think about it. If you're learning a chapter, you're either trying if you're learning a chapter, you're either trying to understand it. If you've understood it, you're trying to memorize the things which are factual. If you've memorized it, you're solving questions. And when you make mistakes, you're correcting them. Everything useful fits in these four boxes. And if what you're doing isn't inside one of them, there's a good chance that you're not actually studying. You're just orbiting around studying. So the next time that you sit down on your desk, don't ask, am I being productive? Because that's a surprisingly dangerous question and it's a very vague one. Ask this instead. Right now, am I understanding? Am I memorizing? Am I solving? Or am I correcting? If the answer is yes, keep going. If not, you're probably wasting your time and you don't even realize it. And the sooner you notice that, the more hours you'll get back every single week. Because studying isn't about spending more time at your desk. It's about spending more time doing the things that actually move you forward.